In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to fix that twist in the Ascent portion of your squat.
I want you to have the capability to fully move the way your body was designed to, right?
Jump overhead, I'll take you back to where my problems lie. In trouble, younger daughter done some shit that made my mama cry. Out to the heavens like I bless him, for I know he's lost. Caught in a trance and this manic depression settled in. Get up and get down, get up and get.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Dr. Evan Horschig and this is episode 48 of the Ask Squat U Show. Hope you guys' training is going well this week. Let's get to today's question.
If the person experiences a twist in the concentric portion of the squat, is the issue the same?
All right, so today we're talking about the twist, not on the descent, but on the ascent portion of the squat. So let's just get a little visual for what this looks like. For a lot of people, they will get the barbell on their back. They're going to get down into a great looking squat. So they'll get down, bottom position looks good, everything's balanced. But on the way up, they'll start sort of twisting a little bit. Now obviously this is a little bit more over-exaggerated, but let's try one more. Sometimes it's very, very small. Sometimes it may just be a little shift down at the bottom, but sometimes as you go up, you'll see that right side may twist a little bit far forward. We're basically just going to twist on the ascent, small and large. We're going to talk about today how to fix that, how to differentiate what is going on. Now, I find that often a twist on the ascent portion of a squat is due to a lack of coordination or a coordination asymmetry, all stemming from the hips. Now, here's how you test for that issue. We're going to do a single leg bridge test. So you're going to lay on the ground and you're going to do a single leg bridge. Now, let's go left side first. Right leg's going to be in the air. You're going to pick your hips up and you're going to hold it for a couple seconds and just feel what muscles are working really hard in this position to keep my hips up. Quads, hamstring, butt, or back. And then going to do the same thing, same foot position on the right side. So up, quads, hamstring, butt, or back. Now ideally, we want to feel the glutes working the hardest because those are the main drivers of hip extension. But if you have an asymmetry, so a difference in side-to-side hip extension coordination of your muscles, that's often a cause for twisting on the ascent because your body is going to be moving asymmetrically as far as the motion of hip extension. So let's say on one side you felt your hamstring cramp or even your quads. That's a fail of the test. Again, we want our glutes to be working the hardest. So what we're going to be doing is taking a band. Here's a slingshot stretch band from Mark Bell and the slingshot guys. We're going to put this around the knees. We're going to get down into a double leg bridge position. So again, we tested single leg, we found a different side to side. We're going to regress back to the double leg version in order to fix this asymmetry. So you're going to get down into a bridge position like this, band around the knees. Feet are flat on the ground. Knees driven out to the side right there. I'm turning on my lateral glutes, my glute medius, to create some external rotation torque. Big toes are still jamming to the ground, so I'm not rolling on the side. From here, I'm going to think about squeezing my glutes, picking my hips off the ground till I'm nice and flat, and I'm squeezing my butt muscles as hard as I can, trying to feel for symmetry between the two. Now something like this, I may hold for 5 to 10 seconds if I'm doing it correctly and creating as much tension as I can in the glutes. They should be burning like crazy. Now, for some people, when they do that, they will feel their hamstring cramp. A way that you can fix that is to actually think about driving your feet away. Think about you have a sheet underneath your feet. Now, you're not going to move your feet, but think about doing this action. You're going to be driving your feet away. What that's going to do is it's going to turn on my quads just a little bit, which is then going to reciprocally turn my hamstrings off so that my glutes can take over to the movement, and you're going to feel your glutes turning on that much more with less hamstring contraction. So we're going to be driving up, squeezing the glutes, pushing the floor away by jamming the big toes down, and you're going to do maybe 10, 15 of these, 10-second holds, and you'll be feeling those glutes turning on like crazy. Now this is obviously just the baseline, very simple exercise. Something you can then do to progress this is to move to a hip thruster exercise. So what we're going to do is add a little bit more motion to it. You're just going to get a bench. Again, get that band around the knees. Okay, just in that position, we're going to go shoulder blades roughly at around the height of the box. From here, knees are driven out to the side. Feel those lateral glutes kick on. We're then raising up, flat position right here, driving the feet hard into the ground. Feel the glutes turning on, squeezing for a couple seconds, and then back down. Something again like this. I'm doing maybe 15, 20 reps. until my glutes feel like they're turning on symmetrically, and then back down. Something like this, you can also weight. You can put a barbell across your hips or even a dumbbell to make it more difficult. But again, you don't need to do a ton of these, but just enough to feel like those glutes are firing symmetrically. Eventually, you could also go single leg. Now again, you don't need the band for this if we're just doing single, but up, and then again, squeezing, making sure my glutes are firing, not my hamstrings or quads, overdoing it, and then back down, test again on this side. Again, we're sort of retest after we've done our single or our double leg bridge and see if those glutes are firing symmetrically now. Now that I feel like they're turned on, we're gonna keep the band around the knees and we're gonna get under the barbell for our first set. What I want you to focus on is a 1 1/2 squat. You have to be very cognitively aware of what's going on as far as your coordination and sequencing of the muscles. So again, we're gonna get the barbell on our back. You're gonna get into that bottom of the deep squat. First off, establish a good foot position. My feet are grabbing the ground. My big toes are jammed in. From right here, I'm driving the knees out to the side slightly, screwing my feet into the ground, creating tension all the way up the hips. As I squat down, I'm feeling for being balanced between both sides. I'm going to raise up just a little bit. Squeeze, 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 driving my knees out to the side, making sure that I feel like I'm nice and balanced. Glutes are turning on symmetrically on both sides, and then back down. Up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. Then I'm gonna raise all the way back up. Now something like that, I may do 2, 3 reps in a row. I may do that with my first set. But basically my goal is that when I rise up, I'm feeling for those muscles turning on symmetrically. If not, and I feel like one side's turning on more, that's gonna lead, once I load the weight on, to more exaggerated twisting of that squat again. All right, guys, that is it for today's quick Ask Squat You Show. Hope you guys got something out of this. If you did, please like, comment below, let me know how you liked the video and if there's something you want to learn about next week. Again, please subscribe to the channel if it's something that you feel you're learning from and you're enjoying all the content I'm putting out. Until next week, guys, happy squatting.
They say that energy flows where attention goes, so I pay no mind. Why waste my time with all these negative cats scratching? So caught up in their egos, these people have lost.